Alright, welcome back to another CCL game. This is week number 10. This was the 7 p.m. game. I believe this is the best of the 3. I played in the 3 p.m. game. That was a very good game as well. There was also a 9 p.m. game. So, I'm going to go through our cast of characters. First, I'll introduce the map. We're playing on Crossroads, which is pretty cool map. I'll get into it a little bit later. Let's just go through the players real quick. So, it's Regicide, and it is King of the Hill. So, let's just get that out of the way. We have more playing as the Muisca. Their settlements heal their villagers, or like heal their units around them. So that's pretty cool. We have, to his immediate left, we have Gobz playing as the Burmese. Burmese have good elephants, if I'm not mistaken, and good infantry. Solid infantry bonus, solid elephant bonus, and they have a Rambai, which are pretty good units. And they know where the relics are, so that's kind of cool. This map will run out of resources. Like just with this many players, we always use the 6-player size. But anyway, to Gobz' immediate north, you have Balint playing as the Japanese with great infantry and good fishing ships. And there is ways to dock here, which he's already done actually. We have Ice playing as the Magyars. Magyars, interesting pick here. I'm not sure. I'm kind of curious why Ice chose the Magyars. Their scout line is cheaper. And their melee attack upgrades are free. Like, I don't know. Like, I think this is more of a late game kind of a map you want to be. I don't know if Magyars have the best late game, but they do have a lot of good trash units. Like cheap scouts, cheap Magyar hussars. Just like, using wood, or using food, I mean. To his immediate right, we have Ryan P. playing as the first non-elephant, non-cav civ. I mean, you can use cav. I don't think they don't get light cav, I think, right? Isn't that like a thing with them? I played them as well in this one. I remember they don't get light cav, which is interesting. Yes? Yeah, they get scouts and that's it. But they do get, like, Cavalier and Paladin, so I guess you could, in theory, go Paladin with them. I just say that because Ryan he likes using cav. Then to his immediate right, in the corner, we have Nglsh playing as the Aztecs, Nglsh representing the UK. I'm happy he joined this game. And Aztecs, interesting choice. Aztecs could be good, actually. I could see the Aztecs being a decent choice on this map. You have good eco bonuses, and you can like make units really fast. And Jaguar Warriors can be really useful. To his south, we have SammyDiamonds playing as the Khmer. Khmer, always a good choice. Doesn't matter the map, doesn't matter the map type. Khmer, always a good choice. Just great eco, good cav, elephants, ballistas, great scorpions, like lots of good stuff. Then we have MightyMosaic, my homie in real life, in the red here, playing as the Jurchens, and he's got a little. I mean, one of the worst placed docks of all time, I will say. Literally could not be much worse. Like maybe it was all the way in the corner over here. It could be worse because the pond is actually over here. It's not over here at all. Oh man, I love when I can say stuff like that. So let me take off the fog of war. The map is cool in my opinion because you have basically no wood like at your base. Like there's like 5 trees. You start with less than 1,000 wood about. Okay, so you're forced to build your lumber camp in the middle. You build your lumber camp in the middle, but then you're exposed to other players. This Blue King is taking a risk over here. But it's early. You really can't lose your king early. It's tough. So, anyway, you have to kind of share these wood lines with your opponents. This is free for all, not Diplo. So, you're sharing the wood lines with your opponents. We have 3 on this one, 3 on this one, and then Mosaic and Ice have 1 to themselves. They might expand a little bit. If you control this monument, it gives you a solid trickle of res. It's a very solid trickle. I don't know how it compares to like a Fatoria, but for instance, like you can just look at Ryan Stone, 485, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. So like, it goes up super fast. Like I think it's faster than like maybe like 2 or 3 Fatorias. I'm not really sure what the speed is of it. I don't think it tells me. No, it doesn't say it. But as long as you control it, you get those resources. So you really don't want to let anyone control it for too long because they are going to be very strong. And right now you just have scouts. So Gobz and Ryan both in feudal age same time. Let's see. It's going to be 50-50. Let's see who wins this. Could go either way. And Ryan, I just knew Ryan was going to win it. Sometimes you just know. You know, I should have said it. But I had a feeling. So Ryan won that. Again, one of the worst placed docks I've ever seen. Sorry, Mosaic. You know, I gotta be real with you, man. I gotta be real with you. But it's better to have a bad dock than no dock, okay? And I think most players are fishing. I don't think Ryan's fishing. You can also trade with other docks. Like, even though it's a free-for-all, in my game at least, a lot of players ended up trading with docks because it just kind of makes sense. Like, if you're running out of resources, you know, you're fighting for the middle control. Balint took the middle, by the way. He took it, but doesn't have anything there. The other thing that's interesting is you can always see the monument wherever you are. And spears for Ryan. I like the spear play a lot. Teutons are really good infantry. And Ryan has taken it. So what happens with the King of the Hill? Okay, let me show you. I'm getting more comfortable in my chair. So in King of the Hill, essentially what happens is the monument starts counting down. Once it gets to 100 years, if someone new takes it, it resets to 100 years. So, like, for instance, in my game, I had it down to, like, 4 years. I think someone else had it down to, like, literally 1 or 2 years. But as long as you have units in the middle, you control it. But as soon as someone else takes it, it resets to 100. Bada bing, bada boom. So only one player can win. Everyone else is fighting for the next places. Our game, at the 3 p.m. game, was very difficult to kill a player because you want to fight for the monument. You can't let someone get the monument, right? As we see Ryan and SammyDiamonds fighting. I think Ryan's going to win this one. But you're fighting for the monument, so you really can't, like, focus too much on just attacking other players. But some players do. Some players are going to attack, you know, the bases, I would imagine. And when you do that, like, you're really not going to wipe a player, you know? But so what we did is we added Regicide to the 7 and the 9 p.m., which I think is going to make it better. I haven't watched these games back yet. I don't really know what happens. I think I got, like, a small little preview of it, but I really don't know, like, how this game transpires. But I think what's going to happen is you're going to be like, all right, I need to, like, take out a player or two. Because you're also going to get a point per king kill. So attacking another player does make sense, as long as you're not letting someone else just control the monument the whole time. And it looks like Ryan got it back. Ryan's doing a really good job being very aggressive controlling this monument. But I would imagine you're going to see a lot of Castle Age castle units coming out. Interesting, Mosaic didn't take the boar earlier. I think that they just didn't notice the boar, maybe. Usually you want to take both boars in Dark Age. And more is checking to see if there's a fishing ships over here. And I'm curious if people are going to dock, like, both waters. It looks like some people have. Like, Balint has docked both sides. That's actually really good. As long as you're not, like, getting attacked or anything. Where is Gobz going? Gobz. Dude. Gobz is not the... Oh, this is a monk. I thought this was his king. The king looks just like a monk, okay? So Gobz is the Burmese, right? So he's trying to get relics. He might be going for this relic here. Mora has Guecha warriors. Guecha warriors are like super skirmishers. They have +3 against archers. And they do 6 attack already, so they're kind of like an archer and a skirmisher combined into one almost. I'm not sure. Not sure how you would describe that. Yeah, but it looks like Gobz just wants that relic, and Ryan P doesn't want to let him get that relic. And Ryan P going for the Teutonic Knights. Teutonic Knights, I think, are pretty good units here. Really high melee armor, high HP, great attack. They're just slow. They're just slow. They're like the slowest unit in the game. Is anything slower than a Teutonic Knight? Throw it in the comments. Throw it in the comments. Is anything slower than a Teutonic Knight? I don't think that anything is slower than 0.8. Not even any four-legged beasts. I like the walling. I don't love the walling with the palisade. I think if you're going to wall, you might as well just stone wall. Yeah, like this is nice. I don't love... Man, I'm so critical. I'm just a critical guy. A couple of Hulks out here for Nglsh. Nglsh wants to take Sammy off the water. Nglsh doesn't like sharing. Nglsh could go to this water as well. And right now, Ryan P is not docked any side. And I like Gobz making an effort to go for those relics early. This monastery might be a little exposed, but that's okay. Now that I've played this map and I've seen it, I think Tatars could be a good pick because of the way the hills are set up. Like, it's very easy to shoot down in the hills, and Tatars get extra hill bonus. Just gonna look around, see what everyone's bases are looking like. It looks like a lot of players are not walling at all, which I find interesting. I know in my game, like, everyone pretty much walled. I know, that my first thought was, like, I need to wall. Like, I can't be attacked at my base. But I did get attacked at my base by Zydeco, and didn't seem to help. Alright, so now we have Cav Archers here. Cav Archers are a pretty good unit. You know, I think, like, controlling the monument, it really doesn't matter until you get to the last 100 years. Like, it's nice to get the extra resources, but you really want to have a very strong, like, end game in this. Cav Archers are the best at sniping. They're the best at sniping kings, which might be something that Ice is thinking about. And now the Gwetchas. Gwetchas should do really well against Cav Archers, though, because they're like super skirmishers. Cav Archer is 6 attack. Gwetcha is 6 attack. No upgrades on these Gwetchas, though, but they have bonus against the Cav Archers. Yeah, they're gonna destroy them. My goodness. I don't think Ice realizes that Gwetchas are, like, the best. And more takes it over. But again, you don't have to go for... You don't have to go for the monument. Like, you can just go try to kill another king and then go for the monument at the end. But that's a strategy as well. But it looks like most players are building up their economy. We have 84 vills, 46, 44, 86, 67, 78, 72, 48, and 74. So some players are a little bit better. Looks like Gobz is really low vill count. I don't know why that is. Gobz has the town centers. I guess Gobz was focusing a little bit more on the monks and the Gwetchas, maybe? No, he doesn't have the Gwetchas. That's more has the Gwetchas. Yeah, I'm not sure why Gobz eco is so low. I mean that for him. Like, he's you know, he should be up in the 70s right now, like Ryan. Ryan just sets his eco up so good, and then builds just the most powerful units he can. Solid strat, especially in a free-for-all where you're probably not going to be attacked early. And then having your villagers here to build things around the middle is very smart. Because what happens is you're going to get attacked, and it's nice if you can just, like, you know, have buildings around it and spam units out of your production buildings so that they're always kind of controlling it. That was my plan. I got down to 4 years. I had all production buildings around, and I was just making as many units. And I looked up, and I was like, wait, why do I have 20 villagers left? And it was because Zydeco went into my base and killed everything. I was like, uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's a problem. All right, we're at 268 years left. These guys are still kind of just setting things up. But the real excitement happens when everyone's an imp and you're just like everyone has to attack the middle. You know, so 260 years is not something you have to worry about. Once it gets down to under 100, though, that's when you really gotta worry. And Ryan P trying to come back. I don't know if Ryan P has enough. But he should be able to deny this settlement. And I don't see Moramora react. There's the reaction from Moramora. And then we they have the healing settlements, right? Yeah, healing nearby units. That's actually pretty great. I would just think build a bunch of settlements around it, and just and then as many production buildings as you can. Just keep as many units inside and just let them heal up. Yeah, these Moeka warriors are awesome. They're archer skirms. That's what they are. Yeah, but Gobz and Moramora being next to each other, it feels like there's gonna be some contention. There's gonna be some fighting here. And we have a lot of docks from Gobz right now. That's why Gobz had such a low vill count though, because he didn't have any docks. Adding the stables. Right now, setup-wise, I really like what I'm seeing from Ryan. I think Ryan's going to have a really good chance. I think the Teutonic Knights seems like that's what he wants to go for, and along with Paladin. I think that'll be a really tough combo for anyone. The issue is gold. You know, gold will run out. Wood will run out. So, having a good trash unit, the way that Ice does with the Magyar Hussar, could be pretty solid. Ice getting a nice stone wall up. But Moramora, here, let's see if we can see total. I don't know if you can see total res. No, I can't see total res. Relic-wise, Gobz has 3, Ice has 1, Ryan has 1, Moramora has 1, and Nglsh has 1. There's only Sammy, Balint, and Mosaic don't have any. Let's take a look at Mosaic. Let's see how he's doing. I taught him everything he knows, so probably pretty bad, I'd be guessing. But he does have step lancers. Jurchens are solid civ, though, on this map. Mounted units and fire lancers attack 25% faster, so their steps are going to be freaking sick. And I think, do they get a step lancer? Mounted units, I guess. The other thing, the fortified bastions is awesome. All your fortifications regain. Cavalier coming in from Ryan. Ryan wants to take this over now. And I don't think the Goekas can do anything against the Cavalier, but the Halbs can. These are pikes right now. And Ryan should be able to win this fight. There's not that many pikes. And Cavalier generally can just fight pikes anyway. But I like what I'm seeing from Moramora setting up with the production buildings around it. I would surround it with settlements too. But, one thing at a time. You got limited resources in the beginning. And Ryan has taken it over. 189 years left. And a bunch of Cav archers and samurai for balance. I'm trying to see what everyone's setup is. Gobz is getting set up, but they're not really making any units yet. Mosaic's going for a bunch of step lancers. We got scorpions for Sammy. Some ram for Sammy. Battle elephants for Sammy. Sammy's going after another player. Sammy's going after Nglsh, it looks like. This is a raid to kill a king. This is not to go for the monument. This is a raid to kill a king. I'm gonna focus on this for a second here. And all we're seeing, we got crossbow and skirmishers here. Those aren't gonna do anything against these rams. And Nglsh as the Aztecs probably needs to make Eagle Warriors. But it might be too late. Jaguar Warriors actually could do pretty well, too. But the king is in this castle, and I think this castle is going to go down pretty darn quick. This is a big attack. This is a big attack. Gate got opened. Jaguars are good against infantry, though, I think. Oh, there's actually some infantry in there. 15 attack. Wow. Yeah, they have +5 against infantry. So the Jaguar Wars should do pretty well on this. It looks like Sammy wants to kind of take out like this base first and then worry about the rest. I'm seeing so much going on right now. Free-for-alls are nuts. And we got the Caviar Archers and the Magyar Hussars going up against some Heavy Cav Archers from Balint. Balint's Heavy Cav Archers, because they're Japanese, they have bonuses against other archers, so like they're always going to win pretty much. And the Magyar Hussars don't have a ton of Pierce armor. Let's see what's going on here. Look at the Rams are making their move now. Yeah, so they took out... Yeah, Sammy took out like that middle base, now is going for the castle. And it looks like this king's got to run, but where's the king going to go? And the king is out. The king is on the move. But I think it's just a matter of time for that king. If Sammy stays on it, I don't think that king's gonna get by. And we have a little battle between Ice and Balint over here. This king's got nowhere. You put a king in like a transport ship and get a bunch of navy around it or something. And this king is running. This king might get killed by Ryan over here. Actually, I'm thinking this king might get killed by Ryan. Yeah. Where did the king go? I lost the king. The king's on the run. The king's on the run. He's outrunning everything. And SammyDiamonds gets the kill. And Ryan has taken the middle over, and there's still a lot of fighting going on. So I'm gonna make sure I give that king kill to Sammy. Good job, Sammy. Now it looks like Ice was gonna push Balint, but didn't like that position there. Maybe they're gonna push Mora now. They're gonna skip over Balint. It looks like these guys are all in the same chat, by the way. So like they can, you know, kind of talk to each other and sort of scheme on each other. You know, there's no Diplo, but like this is the kind of game where like teaming it's not necessarily allowed. Like you can't go and like, hey, we're staying in it together till the end. But like you'd be like, yo, everyone go attack this guy. Like this guy needs to be taken out. Like you can say stuff like that, and it makes sense because like someone has the hill. We're 88 years on the hill. So while we were looking at the other fights, 88 years on the hill left. So they got to go for Ryan. Like this is what I'm talking about. With teaming, it's like you just have to go for whoever's in the monument. Whoever has the strongest position in the monument, you have to go for. Ryan's still holding it. I want to see what's going on over here. We got a lot of step lancers from Mosaic. Mosaic is building an interesting town center. I think that'd be a good castle location. I'm not sure what the town center is going to do for you. But Sammy was way out of position. Sammy's king is over here. I could see Mosaic maybe making a move for that king. Yeah, because Sammy's in a fight over here now with Ryan. And Ryan is holding the middle. Ice just took control of the middle. So the middle is like up for grabs right now. Like no one's really got a big army there. And And there's a castle going up. And that castle probably will go up. I don't know if Sammy's gonna be able to stop that. I think Mosaic just needs to push that. I like what I'm seeing from Moramora though. Moramora just has a lot of production, has taken over a lot of the map, has a production pretty close to the middle. Looks like Ice is kind of doing that a little bit. Moramora even has production on the opposite side from like where their base is. But Ice is pushing them with Trebs and the Cav Archers. And these Cav Archers, I mean, they'll kill all these houses. These houses might be able to get a few shots in, but if he's microing them, they shouldn't take any damage whatsoever. And this castle goes down immediately to the siege rams. But those rams are actually pretty expensive losses, though. And Mosaic with the trebuchet on the hill. Mosaic's pushing SammyDiamonds. SammyDiamonds is also fighting Brian over here, so SammyDiamonds is kind of pinched. And then Gobz is pushing Balint. This is like, just everyone is fighting. Everyone is just choosing who to fight. I love it. Ryan is sending some vills over to make a castle on Sammy's base. So Sammy's gonna is getting from both sides right now. Gobz is pushing hard into Balint's base though. And Balint's king is over here. You can research treason to see where the kings are. But Balint has heavy cav archers and some pikes. Like Balint does not have anything to deal with this level. And these are battle elephants. Elite battle elephants. From the Burmese. Burmese, what was it? They get extra armor. +1 melee and +1 pierce armor. And yeah, they're not missing any armors, so. SammyDiamonds King is getting attacked hard by the Paladin. SammyDiamonds King's gonna go down here. There's no way he gets out from the Paladin. This castle's about to go down. It's at 800 health. The King's on the run. The King is on the run. King is on the run. They cannot get there. The King stopped for a second. This King looks like he's gonna go down, and Ryan gets it. Ryan gets it. Let's take a look over here. Make sure I log that before I forget. Ryan with the King kill. Nicely done, Ryan. And it looks like Balint is starting to hold on here. Yeah, Balint's kind of holding there a little bit. Let's take a look at the middle. 99 years, just swapped over again. There was 45 years left for Ice when Ice lost it. The middle monument is like, that's where you have to pay attention to, but like, you don't, I feel like in this format, you don't want to spend too much time fighting it. Like, you don't want to fight over. You want to fight the other players too. You want to take out some of the players. And this King is moved over to the town center. And Mosaic has a lot of these step lancers. One criticism I will always say of Mosaic is he's just a little too passive, you know? You got the army. You can make more army, you know? Make the production buildings and go attack. Getting a market up. He already has a market over here. Didn't like that market. Sometimes I do that same thing though. I'll make a market even though like I already have one just because I don't want to have to like look back to where my market is. And Gobz is running in. They're running in with Hussar, but they're gonna meet a bunch of these Halbs. Yeah, these are Halbs. But the town center just needs to get destroyed, and if the Hussar are there, they can kill them. And they have a Rambai. Rambai, they throw like knives at you. Oh, I think they throw darts. They're dart throwers. Got some samurai coming out. King's got to move. Where's the king? There's the king. There's King's on the run. That's Rambai got it, and that's a kill for Gobz. Good try, good try. Middle still controlled by Ryan though. Ryan's kind of able to get out of this. So Gobz got a king kill here. Let me mark it down. Okay. Looks like Ryan's castle's going down. This just switched from ice to Mora Mora. Mora Mora. Not sure where Mora Mora's been fighting. They've been fighting over this wood line. They're trying to take all the wood line. This wood line, no one is taken. I mean, just MightyMosaic. And Mosaic's moving forward. Mosaic's on the move. Mosaic's, he smells blood. And Ryan's doing some raids on ice right now. Might be looking for a king. Let's do a quick king check. Mosaic's back here. We got Mora back here. We got Gobz back here. And ice is there. Okay, so... And then the last one is Ryan. Ryan's king is actually pretty exposed in this castle. He has other castles around it, but... And now, Mosaic's getting involved here. Mosaic's going for some raids. Let's pay attention to the relic in the middle. It keeps swapping. It keeps getting reset to 100 years. But I want to see more buildings around it. I mean, I know there's like trebs everywhere, so it's like impossible, but I think the best way to win this is to get all your production building, just spam production in the middle. And keep switching to ice, or switch to ice. Yeah, the step launchers from Mosaic actually are pretty darn good. We got light cav and step lancers. I think it's mostly step lancers. There's like one light cav I just clicked on by accident. Yeah, 41 steps and I think 6. 41, 53 plus 6. So there's 53 steps and 6 light cav mixed in. Mora's holding it. I don't see any kings really in jeopardy right now. How would steps do against like a castle? Like if you just went against a castle? 11 plus 4 attack. No bonus. No real bonuses to speak of. But Mosaic might be able to make a move on this this middle area. I feel like he's being left alone a little bit. I mean, he is like, you know, one of like the lower level players. So it makes sense to focus on other guys. But you might, you know, as the lower level player though, you might want to take that opportunity to, you know, do some killing. And there we go. And that's exactly what Mosaic's doing. And he's going against his champions. The elite champions are pretty good though. And we got some Guekas mixed in. Guekas probably not... No, I mean, they're probably fine against light cav. Mosaic's got this army over here, so he only sent in the units he wanted to get rid of. I like that. Although, as he sends in more light cav to his army. But pretty much everyone's at 200 power. Ryan looks like he's struggling a little bit. Ryan getting pushed real hard by ice. Let's keep an eye on Ryan's king. Ryan's king, fortunately for him, is pretty far away from that fight. But if Ryan doesn't put a stop to this, he's gonna lose everything over here. And Gobz is searching for kings. Gobz just researched trees, and Gobz he wants king kills. I can tell. He's not playing like he wants to fight for that monument. He's playing like he wants to take out a team. And Mosaic just took the middle. Mosaic took the middle, and that's not an easy... That's... Like, elite step lancers are decent. They're definitely decent. Ryan's getting pretty wrecked over here, though. I think I see a more and more army getting. Yep. I ran by her like perfect for King sniping, and then I think I said more and more, but I meant Gobz. I think I see a Gobz army. And Mosaic decided he wants to take out this castle, I guess. Mosaic had the middle, but gave it up pretty easy. But there's a bunch of pikes there. Honestly, I think Stepland should do decent against pikes. Elite Temple Guards, dude. These things are pretty sick. 14 plus 2 attack, 115 HP, 2 plus 3, 2 plus 4. And they have bonuses against everything. Building bonus, camel bonus, cav bonus, elephant bonus, ship bonus. Those are pretty good units. Those are pretty good late game units, actually, I think. Mosaic getting involved over here, though. He's trying to save. He's trying to save Ryan. It looks like. Ryan's king is still here. I thought he. I just saw him on the move. Hang on. Where's Ryan's king? I swear I just saw him on the move. I think he's in this castle. Yeah, he's in this castle. I guess he never moved, but I thought he was moving. What's going on over here? We got some champions going into Mosaic's base. Mosaic, this future reference, this wall stinks. Can the champions take out a castle, though? Or is it... I think it's just an exploratory mission from Moramora. Or maybe... I don't know what he's doing. He's not fighting. I think he's trying to get somewhere else. But 67 years. Moramora's has 67 years. No one seems to be too worried about it. Gobz is pushing Ice's base. I mean, I think we want to focus on Moramora a little bit. I'd be more worried about that. Moramora ran all the way through Mosaic's base and then is continuing on to Ryan's base. I think he's trying to get the king. He definitely knows where the king is, it seems like. But Ryan cleared up the ice fight because Ice had to go, you know, getting a little distracted on the other side from Gobz. So Ice has to go fight Gobz. These champions are just exploring. But I don't know if, I mean, these champions are not enough to take out a castle, I don't think, right? They're just like, going everywhere. I think he's trying to get into the eco, maybe. Now he's fighting Paladin. And big army from Ice trying to take over the middle. 42 years for Moramora. Moramora maybe needed to have his army in the middle instead of running around bases. Moramora somehow still has the middle. I don't know exactly what units are in the middle. Should be. Oh, he's got a couple these temple guards or whatever. This is why the production around the middle would be nice. 99 years, just reset. And the production around it. This was my game plan. It almost worked for me. Just build all your bunch of barracks here and just spam all of your production so that they go in there. So that even if they're killing you, you're just making a new unit and you're still controlling it. You know. I think that's the move. This might be one of the championship maps because this map is awesome for this kind of game. Mosaic has a pretty big army though. So Moramora is trading with Mosaic's dock. Now Mosaic could delete his dock and get rid of that. Or he can decide to trade with him. It looks like he's just not really paying attention to it right now. And Mosaic could go ahead and take the middle if he wanted to. Looks like he's sending some villagers forward. Get a little castle. Maybe some production forward would be nice. We're going to have a real problem for Ryan, though. Ryan's king still in this castle. Ryan's sitting on 12 paladin. That's it. 12 paladin, not going to be enough. Someone's building a TC back here? Oh, that was Sammy's TC. I just noticed it. But yeah, Ryan's king is looking like it's going to be in trouble. Looks like Ice wants to push that. But Ice is... he's getting pushed off his wood line. And the thing about this map is once you get pushed off the wood line, it's really... like you're struggling for wood after that. Like you're really hurting. Mosaic still has his army. It's like Ice is going to kind of just work through Ryan's base. And Mosaic is going into the middle. He's trying to take the middle. He should be able to get it. Yeah. Mosaic just took over the middle. And he's actually in a pretty decent position. And he's getting a nice little raid on Moramora here. He knows where the king is. The king's way in the back. Like, the king is not that well defended. It's one castle. You could probably send in everything you got and try to go kill it. Moramora was trying to make a push somewhere, but he can't. And where's Ryan's king? What happened to Ryan's king? Where's Ryan's king? I don't know where Ryan's king is. I don't see it on the map. It's got to be somewhere. Did he run back here? Oh, he's in the corner. He's keeping him alive. Mosaic trying to... Most of this is just like a raid for Mosaic. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to make a push on the king. He's seemingly not worried about controlling the monument. And are these step lancers still? Yeah, these are step lancers. I thought I saw iron pagodas on the map. There's a handful of iron pagodas. Pagodas are really good units. And let's see. If Ice just researched treason, he'll know that the king's back here. So, I mean, that king could definitely go down. Mosaic really making a nice little stand here. Seemingly forgetting that the monument is the name of the game. So I don't love that from Mosaic, but I like what I see otherwise. Like, the game plan, the name of the game is to control this monument. That's like literally the purpose of the game. And there's nobody there, and these guys are just not paying attention to it whatsoever. I know there's other stuff to look at. Also, I love this. More and more is just completely taking advantage of MightyMosaic. He's just completely trading with him. Like, if Mosaic was trading with him as well, okay, great. But, like, Mosaic gets nothing from this venture. But it looks like more and more is sick and tired of Mosaic raiding him and wants to put him to rest, I guess. And that's exactly what he's gonna do. This is hilarious to me. Dude, literally just send... Just, instead of having them here, just have them here. Just instead of here, here. And this is like also like a fight for more and more to take over this wood line, like, for good. Because that is important. There is some trading going on this side. Gobz is trading with Moramora over here. Moramora's also trading with him. If I were Moramora, though, I would not let Gobz trade with me. Like, I would put an end to that. Because I think you're giving Gobz too much of an advantage. Even though you're also getting an advantage. And Ice has discovered where the king is. Probably needs some siege to get to it, though. Oh, wait a second. Gobz is going for Moramora's king. Moramora's king is on the run. That's what I was saying. Moramora needs to... Don't let him trade. And Mosaic is coming in, too. Mosaic wants the leftovers. And the king is on the run again. The king's going into another castle. So for now, that king is safe. But Mosaic has enough units here. And this king somehow is safe as well. And Ice has taken the middle. 43 years for Ice. This game is wild. It's tough to keep track of everything. Some siege over here would just be the bee's knees, though. But it looks like Moramora has protected. Moramora actually had enough units like on defense, like back by their base. So Mosaic is really staying on Cav, it seems like, and it's only pikes from Moramora, so Moramora just researched treason too. He knows where the kings are. Moramora's put this king on this castle in the north there. And Gobz took the middle. Gobz took the middle. It looks like Moramora wants to take out Mosaic. I think he's just so like sick of the raids and sick of, you know, just like the peskiness. Mosaic's raiding over here. Mosaic, Ryan's already dead. There is a case for just getting your, like, if you're not going to die, like, just get your score high. There is a case for that. Because one person's going to win the middle, so if you have, like, you know, a higher score than someone else, like, you'll get a higher placement, right? So there is an argument for that. But yeah, we got more pushing in Mosaic on that side. On this side, Ice and Gobz are in a bit of a fight. Gobz almost got Moramora's king, though. Somehow Ryan is still in this game. Yeah, but Moramora he's not taking this anymore, though. He's going for Mosaic hard. He is sick of the Step Lancers. And Ice is going to take the middle. And Ice has reclaimed the middle. Moramora's king is on the move. Moramora's putting the king in this castle. Just bringing the king closer and closer. Now, Mosaic doesn't seem to be responding to this super well. Still sending his units over here. But he's probably about to lose his king over here. And the king just died. Yeah, the king ran out and the king died. So that's a king kill for Moramora. Good job, Moramora. And the middle is still controlled by Ice. One more, just going to clear that out, it looks like. Gobz is trying to go for Ice's base. It would appear. Mosaic has some dead units. And Ice is defending. This is mind-blowing that they're not fighting for the monument more. I guess everyone is, like, paranoid about losing their king, which is understandable. But, I mean, yeah, like, fighting for the monument is the name of the game here. It looks like more and more... If I had to pick a winner, I think more and more... I was gonna say more and more Ice or Gobz. But I guess that's not really saying much. Ryan's over here just protecting his king. He's making petards. Ryan has... Alright, so I think he's trying to big brain this. He's like, if I can just get the petards into a castle, I could kill a king. And Gobz moving forward with a pretty massive unit. The king is on the run for Ice. Ice is running this king over here. I don't know if Ice has a place to go. I mean, honestly, that castle is probably safer than this castle. But maybe it was just because he was research treason, so they knew. They knew! They knew the whole time! But you can see there's no flag on it. Like, you gotta garrison something. Ice's king is really running right now. Okay. Alright, Ice garrisoned there. Ryan's got the petards moving forward. Hold on. Anything can happen. The petards... Dude, Ryan is so funny. He's got... he's got 15 petards in the transport ship on this tiny lake. That doesn't he... Like, where's he gonna go? Oh, God. I gotta see where this goes. I gotta see what happens here. Ryan, I hope that this works for you. I know you have no other option. I know this is... And a second transport ship. Gotta like that. But actually, you don't need to transport anymore because the king has been... The king has been pushed. But I'm thinking that... gold is like the real issue, and I think Mora Mora is going to have all the gold. I still don't know why Mora Mora is letting Gobz trade with them. I think Mora Mora needs to kill... You know, put an end to that. Mora Mora just revealed all the kings. Like, Gobz is going for Ice right now, so I guess it's in Mora Mora's interest, but as soon as Gobz kills Ice, if that happens, you gotta stop the trade with Gobz. You gotta stop it. Ryan. The king's not even over here, man. This is so funny. Ice doesn't see it. This is hilarious. Like, I love the effort. It just, the king, like, if you researched treason at the same time, it would have been great. I think you researched treason and you thought the king was here, but the king has been moving. Which is really, actually, really, really smart. But now, hold on. Mora Mora is over here pushing Gobz hard. I'm looking at 15 petards running around a base. And... they're all just gonna die. That's amazing. Might as well blow something up. So Gobz's king is actually on the shoreline over here. Gobz's king doesn't look like they're very safe right now. They're probably not feeling super safe. I mean, I'm losing track of the monument. 51 years on the monument, which is crazy. And Mora Mora just researched treason. Mora Mora knows where that king is. And that king is extremely killable. Like, they just have to send just a handful of units over there to kill it. Like, any unit can go kill it right now, besides elephants. Elephant's too damn slow. He doesn't have elephants anyway. But if he just keeps Gobz on defense and not trying to kill him. That said, Ice is making a move. Literally anyone can take this center monument. Like, there's no protection on the monument. Ice, bro. Where are you going? There's nothing, like just take the monument and then go, you know? Where are you going, bro? He's going for this TC. Ah, okay. Yeah. Because Ryan's TC makes sense to kill Ryan's stuff. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. No, I see what you're doing, Ice. Kill the guy who's out of the game. I get it. Like, he's not actually out of the game, but he's effectively out. I think maybe Ice didn't like the he didn't like the petards in his base. But Mormor has 24 years left. Literally, all you have to do is go to the middle and take it over. Like, it'll take 2 seconds. And there he goes. Alright, so Ice is in control of the middle. It looks like this raid has stopped. Gobz is still trading with more and more, which I just despise that. Like, just add trade here if you need more trade. You're already trading with Mosaic. And Mosaic can't not kill you. Ice does not like this cast, which I understand that. That makes sense. Ice is over here though, trying to get the petard brigade is on its way. I mean, let's see what happens. Let's see what's gonna become of... Oh yeah, they're all dead. And they're gone. Alright, I mean, some units were killed there. This little castle here. More and more pushing the middle with his whole army. I think someone needs to decide to just be in the middle for the rest of the game, right? Like, forget about your king. Like, just be in the middle the rest of the game. I think that's what you have to do. And I think that's what more and more is going to do. I think it's the time. This king is pretty safe. Gobz just researched treason, but to get from where Gobz is, like, you just have to go through. You know, you can make a circuitous route, but you have to go through a lot of castles to get to this castle. One more probably could put his king in a different castle. And I mean, Ice really wants to get this king kill. I don't know if they're gonna get it or not. The thing is that castle can go down, and then you have to get through all these layers of wall. I guess these are gates. I can't really see. Yeah, they must be gates because the petards had to get out. But if you're focused on that, and Gob's still fighting Ice. Gobz is going for Ice now. Ryan has 3 villagers somewhere. A couple transport ships. I don't know where his villagers are, but... Oh, they're right here. They're getting some gold, building a town center. You know, doing what they do. And now Ice is actually attacking the middle monument. And this is the move. You gotta build your production buildings right here. That way you can just spam units into the middle. I should be a coach for these guys, honestly. And I like what more and more is definitely getting set up to win here. Especially with Gobz and Ice still fighting each other instead of the guy who is controlling the middle. And I get it, like, you don't know he's going to control it forever, but... King is on the run, though. Thought the king was in a decent spot, but I guess once the enemy knows where your king is, you want to move it, right? 36 years left. This might be the final stand. I think if you're not attacking now, I feel like it's going to be too late. But Gobz is getting in position. Maybe Ice can send some units. Yeah, Arbalest need to move back behind. Arbalest a little bit out of position. Champion Warriors. A little out of position. You still got to keep some units just inside. And then we need more, you know, he needs more barracks and just spam the units. Spam out of these barracks as your units die. That's the winning strategy right there. And then keep these guys. What are these, monks? What are these guys? Yeah, monks. Keep the monks on stand ground. But yeah, I think if More survives this attack, I think this is GG. This is going to be a win for him. And Ice just quit, I guess? Hold on. I need to go back and see what happened here. I think Ice quit for whatever reason. His king didn't die. This is his king waddling away. Alright, let's get back up to real time, or to... Alright, this is where we were. Yeah, so Ice quit. So Ice is gonna finish in 4th place, actually. And we got about 5 years left. Handful of units. They're just gonna run around. You gotta spam them out of these barracks. They just gotta stay in here 2 more years. Can Gobz do this? Can Gobz stop him? Gobz is almost gonna stop him. 3 years. That's it. Wow. G to the G. What a game. What a game. What a game. That was actually really, really nice. Let's just go through the stats real quick. I'll put the score on the screen. You should have it. What a freaking game. Yeah, trade profit. Gobz. The insane per trade profit. Oh, man. That's all, like literally more just giving him all of that for nothing. Very well done. Well played, everyone. Balin on the auto eco, huh? Interesting. Very interesting. Maybe he switched to auto eco at some point. More 19 APM very fast. Ice 18. Gobz 17. Wow. Very fast. All right, GG's. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, do all the things. I'll catch you later. See ya.